Good morning, Martians. Well, today I was speaking with Laser Bob and referring him to my editor playlist on how to put these pieces together, and I went back and looked at some of my older videos, and oh my god, I had that old ass microphone. It sounds like I'm speaking in a coliseum or something. So I figured I'd go ahead and real quickly, now that I know kind of better what I'm doing, because as you know, I was learning with you all as the parts are introduced into the game. So I figured I would go ahead and throw a bunch of parts out here just to, I think this is everything I need to get a base started using the new modular blocks, which we were referring to as the Mark II. And so I have the 3D printer out so I can actually refer to the names, because this thing, it still does not tell you what block you're holding at this point. I'm sure it'll be there, you know, whenever you hold it, a little word there would be cool. I mean, hell, we got weight, we have the drop and grab instruction. Right under the weight should be the name of the actual block. But until we get that, I will run over here and refer to that on the printer. So this guy here, and some of them I'll remember. So I'm just going to, you know, wreck into everything real quick. And I'm here today at Victoria Crater. Beautiful area. Nice flat areas are all the way around this thing. Well, right off the bat, this new interface on the printer is awesome, by the way. I'm going to go down to the modular. And that first piece I have, concrete base support block. So that's what that guy is. And I'm going to see if I can't get all this done in about a half hour. I mean, I'm pretty sure. So you slam that in the ground. Now you can get this at different heights. You see it went to that height right there, but if you mess around with it on the ground, sometimes you can get it to go beneath the ground. So I'm going to look around here. It doesn't really seem like it. Maybe you need more of a hilly. But sometimes you can get it at different altitudes. I like it when it goes into the ground. But it doesn't look like it's going to do that right here, so let's slam that baby in there. Then we're going to need, now we have this one here, support frame. That's if you want to go higher. Like sometimes I go pretty high so I can drive the vehicle underneath. These will extend onto these guys, support frame with covered wall. But I'm just going to go with the covered wall today. And it's way over here. There it is. There it is, way over here. And that's so you can actually mount stuff to it. So even if you do use the, where am I at? Area. Even if I do use the support frame, like that thing on the bottom here, to bring it up, you then have to snap that one onto it. But I'm not going to go too much higher than I need to for this demonstration. So there you go. There's your basic starter position right there. Then, depending on what kind of airlock you're going to use, and I'll try to put both of them on here in just a little sample. So you have these guys, the tunnel parts. Let's see, which one is this? I can't even remember. Okay, we got. I know this is the airlock, but I'll call them out here in a second. Okay, this is the most important one, from what I understand. You need this to connect to the actual base first time, and that one is called. Let's go to tunnels here. That one is called tunnel base connection with airlock. Now, and I'll show you why I always start with this one if you're going to use tunnels and you want an airlock. I mean, there are, I'll get to other things you can do on the upper airlock, but we're going to go with the lower airlock at the moment. So I'm going to grab, where's it at? God, I can't see crap. Where are you at? This guy. This is the third part I always grab. Let's see if I can. It's funny. Alright, so this is the lower airlock piece, and I'll pull that up. And that's under, let's just go back to the main one here. And that is the lower airlock, I believe. Let's see if I can, wait a minute, where's exterior? Let's go to exterior. Is it in this set? No. Is it in airlock and door? There we go, look at that. I'm still loving this whole, there it is. Low airlock exterior part. And why that says oh, I was obstructing it. Check it out. Okay, so that's what that is. So I usually slap that guy on there. And you can see it has the same shape right there, this little bent area, and right here, is the same as these guys over here. Here, I'm gonna have to move you out of the way here for a second. Oh, well, I might as well just slap this guy on. So this is the one that's, what did I say it was? The connector. Let's go here to airlock. It's not there. Let's go to tunnels. There it is. The connector with airlock. So we're going to grab this and slam it on. Now you got to remember, this has a door on the inside. So I should probably go grab a door real quick. And I have 4 of those laying around here somewhere. There they are. And so I tend to put the doors on as I go instead of trying to walk them through a hallway. Wow, man, this is a lot more running than I thought it would be. I can't just reach over and grab it. So what I do is I'll jam the door on the inside there. So it doesn't swing inside the base, it swings inside the tunnel piece. Then I normally slap now you can go right to the airlock, but I like to leave, and I think I've explained this in my airlock video a while back, but I'll say it again. I usually put a straight piece here just to give room for the door to swing, because you know, in the old days the door would kill you. So out of force of habit, then we're going to grab the airlock piece, which you can kind of identify because it has a, let me spin it. It has that seam down it right there on the right, see it? That shows where the door is going to be. So to do this, I slap that guy on, and it needs a door on the inside of that. So let me grab another one of these doors real quick. And if I'm going to jam it to a doorway, I might as well do it while it's easy accessible. Turn that baby sideways. Well, first I got to see which way the hinge is. It's going to go on like that. Let's see, it has to go on the inside. It doesn't go on this side. So, let's see, turn it side. Oop, not that way. Like that. Get it in there, and then rotate it back if you can. Normally, I'll do this. Wow, the hinge is on the wrong side there. What's going on? Oh, wait a minute. Surely not like that. Oh, did I put that piece on upside down? I sure the hell did. So we'll grab this guy out real quick. I think I put it on upside down. Oh yeah, see that mount point at the top? That blue mount point? And this is one of the things that the mistake I made a whole bunch of times. That's got to go on the bottom. And it even shows little arrows pointing up, so I just wasn't paying attention. Let's get that door out of there. There we go. It shouldn't even snap on incorrectly. I think that they should probably make that so you can't mount it incorrectly. And let's move this guy out of the way a little bit. Right over here. Alright. And then we grab the door. Alright. So yeah, actually I'm glad that happened, so it showed those blue mount points with the arrow pointing up. So we jam that in there again. Bring out my tools so I can see my mount points. So look how tight that is. That's pretty tight, but you can get it if you jab it around. Okay, there we go. Now you have a door on the inside of the airlock and on the inside of the airlock down there. Then you got this guy. Let me look him up real quick. Make sure I got him the right way. Yep. Okay, this guy should be this guy. Airlock outer part with walkway. Oh my god, can they name these things any more weird? I think it used to be called, wait a minute, what's this? Tunnel airlock inner part. Okay, that's the airlock piece that we have up there already. And they changed the name on this one. It used to be tunnel end or something, but now it is airlock outer part with walkway connector blah blah. Yeah, it's going to be changing the names on me. That makes it a little difficult. That's okay. So this one goes on the outside, and I'm just covering the airlock again real quick. I'll get to the building here in a second. Then we slap a. Where are you at? Well, we'll do the door first. And then you have an outer door. Which goes on right out here. So now you have a working airlock. Now I don't know if the straight part, every now and again an issue shows up where there's no air, like on a straight part. I think it was just the corner piece, but I'm not using that right now, so I'm just going with this. Let's grab some of these and move them over here towards the foundation. Then there it is with the railing over here. Let's move this guy again. He just kind of keeps getting in the way, doesn't he? Let's move him right back over here. Everything's pretty big in this game, so can I move a couple of these? Yeah, let's move them over here a little bit. This guy. So this is the actual walkway connector that you need. Because last I checked, you can't add stairs directly to it. So let's look at that piece. And that's right here. Walkway tunnel connection panel. And that snaps on to the outside of your airlock. And I believe that's the only part that does this. You don't have one. Now you can, there's tricks around that, and if you see some of my earlier videos, and I show tricks on how to replace this with a different way. Let's get some of these pieces out of the way. Alright, let's run back over here and grab, where am I looking? Oh, here's these parts over here. Now these are kind of, see if I can throw it over there. No. That whole throwing thing doesn't work as well anymore. Now, then you have the walkway components, and I'll pull that up real quick. These guys. Large walkway panel, and you got small walkway panel, and they snap onto this walkway connector piece right here. And I'll just jam it on there. That way, you can get whatever you need going on with that. I use that part a lot, actually. And I'll leave that one for something down the road here. Matter of fact, I might go ahead and yank this off, because I'm going to use this for the upper airlock. Or the upper emergency exits. Let's put that over there. We don't need that, because I think I can put a stair right on here. I usually put 2 of these on, because it is wide. But you can see, put that right on there. And you can put another one on, and it'll get flush with the ground. So there's your basic airlock. Now we're going to run over here. Oh wait, before I go, let's see, do I need a piece? Let's grab some of these while I'm walking this way. I'm going to move some of these guys over there. I don't have much time left on my oxygen, so I may have to change characters. Okay, let me grab this guy right here. And the more you run, the more oxygen you use. So it says I only have like 11 minutes left. I probably should have used a different character. But let's drop that right there. Grab this over here. And let me look at this real quick. Okay. So we have the inner airlock parts we need now. So I'm going to run over here and grab them. Use up all my oxygen. Where are you? Way over there. Oh my god. Okay, we need this piece. And we'll name it. Let me check it out over here. That part right here. Let me flip it so you can get a look at it. This guy right here. That one is called, and that's the internal part. So it's, is that under internal? No, that's under airlock and door. Yes, there it is. Low airlock interior part. And low airlock steps part. We're going to use both those pieces right now. So let me find those steps. That's not them. Wait a minute, did I forget the damn steps? Oh, let's print one of those bad boys up. God damn it. It'll be done by the time I get over here. Yeah, let's. If I do have it, I didn't see it. So we'll go install this part real quick. I didn't want to print every one of these as we're using them. Let's see, I'm pretty sure this part snaps right on the door. Oh, I can't see it. Can't see it. I always had, there was always a, there it is. So there you go. As you can see, That snaps onto the inner part. Now we can grab this guy. The inner stairs. And you need these when you come in. And you can see it has a mount thing underneath of it like that. Even though I have one I printed out somewhere. I'll show you that in a minute. So that got... I see I did it backwards. Because you got to be going upstairs as you come in. There we go. Once again, they should just... It should not snap in the wrong way. That would be really cool. But that way you come up to the floor. So now... I'm going to grab a... let me bring that... Should I bring that printer over here? Probably. As I reference parts. I want to call it up on the 3D printer here for reference. So let's put this guy right over here. And then those two pieces that I'm getting ready to use are... And they're external pieces. So here we go. Here's the first one is covered wall. And the second one is glass wall that we're going to be using both those guys. So this is a floor, a wall, and a ceiling basically. So I'm going to jam this guy on right there just to have some room up there. And then I'm going to need a couple more of those. So here's another one. And I try to get the ribs going the same way, but that actually does not matter. I just do it for my own personal liking. That way, you know, it just looks better. Okay, so now this guy here is an edge piece, and I'll pull this up here so you can see it in the printer. Where's it at? Right here. Covered edge, because you also have window edges, greenhouse and glass edges, but for right now we're just using covered edge. I'll grab this guy on. I mean grab him and slam him on. So you can see it's the same shape as that one around the airlock there, see it? So I'm going to snap it right here. There you go. And I got another walkway. And then this guy here is so you can attach, and I'm going to pull that up real quick. Now we have the inner stairs that I can mount to, but this part, that's what these are for, I'll show you in a second, is to mount the internal stuff. So I'm going to go to internal, and it's these guys up here. Exterior connection full, and then you got all these other pieces that you mount these pieces to. So I'm going to go with this one, exterior connection full, and just slam it on there right here. There you go. Now you have something to walk up onto. And did I even print? Yeah, I did. These guys here, I should have left these in a stack. Yeah, this works. Push these guys over here. Okay. Now these are floor, wall, and ceiling panels, and I'll pull that up here in a second. These guys right here, full panel. You got your light panel, and you got the full panel with utility slot. Right now we're just hanging displays on that, but we'll use the full panel right now. And these guys will now be able to mount, now that we have that last piece in there. See how that fits on there? Then now you can build right off of that with other panels. And I'll show you that real quick. These guys. So now you can do that. Now I think I printed out, let me grab some, what we got here. Just to show a corner build here, I'm just trying to do the basic pieces. We take another edge part here. And you mount it in this direction. Now you start getting the feel of it. Now where are the corners? They're on the other side. As you can see, you could tell how it would be advantageous to have a buddy helping you. I never had much luck with the multiplayer on this one yet. They're still working on it. But handing parts around would be awesome. So we'll flip that guy upside down, and he's the corner piece. Bam! So now we're starting to get a feel here. I'll throw an extra floor panel up here, just for grin, so I can show you how the internal panels work. Because I'll be going up in there in a minute. Then, crap, hang on a second. Okay, there, I feel better now. So, now you have your window parts. So I'll go ahead and slap one of these guys up on there. Here we go. Sometimes jumping helps. Alright, what do we got going on? That was the window part, and I think I showed you that a second ago. Now, let's see here. Let's get some of these and haul them up on there. Actually, I should take this guy so I can show the upper corner. Lay him right over here. There we go. Grab a couple of L panels. I think I only need 2 of these for my demonstration. Ah! Okay, let's lay those guys. Well, in my face would be not nice. Put some of these L... There we go. I forgot you can toss these guys. As long as your tool's not in your hand. There we go. What else we got over here? The inner window and light panel. Can I carry both these? I wonder. Probably not. Hey, look at that. I could be a waiter. An upscale restaurant, man. Let's get a move on. And I'm sure I'll be jumping up and down here in a second. So, alright. So let's lay the light panel down. This guy here would be considered an inner. So there it is right there. Man, the names are truncated. Interior connection window with blah. Part. So, let me show you what this does here in a mo. Let me lay it right up in here. I'll be shuffling stuff around. I probably should get a couple more internal floor panels, but do I have any more? No. That's alright. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to run up and jump up in here. There we go. As you can see, it's airtight just going in here because there's a membrane force field right there, evidently. Okay, let's see what we can do here without breaking everything. Alright, let's move this guy out of the way if I can. Push those guys over there. Normally I have more floor to work with, but for this demonstration, let me just step up here. There we go. I'm going to grab these L panels, which I know I did not call up on the printer, but it's an L panel. And we'll slap him right in here, next to the door. There we go. Get this guy over here. There we go, and I'll get that part here in a minute. Okay, now we're on our way. And then we got the internal window that goes over that window. And I'm going to need another... Maybe I should... Let me use this. I'm trying to use this least amount of parts as possible. We'll put that above the window. Bam, now we got the ceiling started. But before we do that, let's pull that off. I need... And do I even have any more here? I need another one of these... Let's jump down and get one. Yeah, we need a couple more of those for the ceiling. So I need an edge panel exterior. This guy. Probably need, it says, oh, I'm obstructing the thing. There we go. Craft a couple more of those. Yeah, I need at least one more of those. to put above the window. And it depends on how many stories you're going to have. I do have the parts to show an upstairs over there. Okay, well that's printing. I'll grab that. I'm not sure if I'm going to... I guess I could cover the second floor. These guys way over here. Oh my god. What is that, like 50 yards away? And can I stack these and carry them? Not very well, it seems. And I'm not really sure how many staircases I need for a second floor. Let's grab these guys anyway. Am I going to need these? Well, these are the most used part, I think, in the whole damn thing. Careful, you go flying across the planet. Alright, so we got this part here, the edge panel, that I use for conversion into roof. But I don't use the, edge panel windows at this point, so I'm going to go ahead and go with how I normally build it. Got it. Alright. And for now, if we're going to go with the second floor, let's go ahead and throw it. Let me see, what do I got up there? We'll take him down. We don't need him yet. But we do need this guy if we're going to do a second floor. So let me lay that up there. And I can't climb up here. I got to run all the way frickin' around again. So let's try to get every part we need. Let's use this light panel. Where'd the light panel go? Ah! The light panel. There it is. I'm going to use this as a floor real quick. Just to give me some more lay room up there. Yeah, that'll give me some more to stand on. And lay this up there. Well, this the mount. That's the stairs. And where... Some more stairs. Where's the base for that? Did I lose the base? Damn it. Okay, so I didn't print out the base for that, evidently. I got railings and non-railings stairs. So let's put this over here. Oh, wait, did I already put it up there? You dumb idiot. Here, let me run up there real quick. And that's another thing. You can't just... I mean, sometimes you can jump up, sometimes you can't. See, like I didn't put that piece up there, but that's alright. I thought I didn't print that piece and it's laying up there already. So yeah, as you can see, this is kind of time consuming. So I'm going to go ahead and put the second floor piece in. And I forgot to look it up on the printer for you. But this is the staircase base. Second floor staircase base. Then those stairs snap onto it, which I left down on the ground. So let's grab those real quick. Yay! Let's see, this one just happened to fall upside down. So let's lay these up there. And you'll see this one wants to snap to the base, so we should be able to put it on right here. Unless I'm backwards. Let me spin it around. And you can see the mount points. Let's see if I can get that to snap on. No? Yeah, there it is. So that snaps on there. And this other one snaps on to that one. And I'll show these pieces on the printer real quick. So that would be interior. Should be interior. Yeah, here we go. So we have this part. Full panel with interior stair base. Then we have the stairs that we hook interior stairs. And then we have interior stair mid-floor, which I'm not using at the moment. Mid-floor is nice, but I don't usually have a mid-floor. I just go right up to another floor. And as you'll see, we won't need that. But it does snap on just like that if you want to turn and head in a different direction. Anyway, let's see. Can I... climb up? Hey, look at that. Alright. So if you're going to go upstairs, we can do it that way. And I don't have all the parts to show it, so I'm just going to go ahead and do a single floor. If you wanted to go another floor, you put another external wall, but... where is my... yeah, this one here. Let me just cover the internal floor real quick. I mean the internal one floor building real quick. Turn that sideways. So this would lead into a ceiling. Let's see if we can snap that. There we go. Then we have another one of these that would allow you to put the light panel up there, or another ceiling floor panel. Let me grab this one. I mean, it's pretty complicated, this game, I have to say. But see, you can see that could be a light panel. But that's how you get your... and then you put another one of... which I don't have. Another one of those square pieces. I don't have one. So let me... hang on a second. Okay, I just wanted to go ahead and drop a couple more of these in there real quick. These floor, wall, and ceiling panels. So for right now, I'm just going to jam another one on right here. Right there. And I'll jam one on the roof. And when you start working on multiple floors, you're going to be doing some jumping. So there's no really getting out of that. But if you stick with this, I mean, that's how high the second floor is going to be anyway. I would need a another set probably. But yeah, so these are I'm just covering the basics here, and hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. As far as the upper airlock, let me yank this guy off. Put him right over here if I can. Yeah? Okay, we're going to run over here and grab the upper airlock stuff and see if I can't now I know what these pieces are, but I'll look them up for you. And there's two ways of doing the upper airlock. This little guy here is for a door without an airlock, which I use sometimes because they have that little force field going on over the door that holds the air in. So you really don't even need the frickin' airlock. I'll show you that here in a minute. Okay, let's throw these over here. Gotta be careful with these lighter pieces, man. You throw them too hard, they fly forever. Okay, so we're gonna look at that. We're gonna go to airlock, and this guy, high airlock exterior part. Then you got the high airlock interior part and interior stairs, and I'll show you that real quick. This is the interior. This is the door frame. And this is the one we're going to slam on. So this is the external part. You can look at, see that pattern on the inside there? It matches all the other interior, or yeah, all the panels here. So I'm just going to slam this next to a window here if I can. There we go. Then we're going to grab the door frame while we're out here. And this has to go a certain way too. So if you straight it up, bring your tool out, you can see the hinge is on the right. And I guess it doesn't matter, because see how it has arrows pointing inward on both? So this one probably just depends on which way you want your damn door to swing. I'm gonna go ahead. Well, which way does this door mount point? Where the hell's the door at? It should be on the left. I think the external doors swing left, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna turn this guy over because I want it to swing to the left. And that should mount right on there. No? Oh, it's the wrong way. Let me flip it over again. Do I have... This is the tricky part. I just avoided this piece for the longest time. There it is. So I guess it does have to... you know, that might be upside down. I'm pretty sure the exterior doors swing... Yeah, it's to the left. And that's just... Uh-oh. See, can I get it off of there? Yeah. So... Come here. So I must have it... Okay, so it only mounts one way. There we go. So I'm trying to figure... Okay, so that mount point, if you get it just right, is on the left on the outside. So you see how that can be kind of tricky. That's why I stopped. I didn't use it for like the longest time. Just because of that. And this is the internal part, so we'll throw this up here. If we can. Easy. Easy. Get up in there. Come on. There we go. And I'm looking for this guy. I'll put him right over here. I'll get back up there in a minute. Go ahead and slam the outer door on. So this is using an upper door without an airlock. Now you can slam that entire airlock on the upper position, the one we did on the front over there. You just have to remember it has to be, that guy right here is the tunnel connector, so that would have to slam on there without that door frame. But if you're going to have an emergency hatch or whatever, this will be an upper door on the outside. Now, as far as walking around outside that door, you can't just mount one of these. See, that's the whole thing about these guys. I'm pretty sure, unless they've changed something, you cannot have a walkway outside that door without that railing piece. But that won't mount directly to that either. So what I tend to do is you would hook one of these, and this is kind of where you get your catwalks working. If one of these was hooked on, you can work your way around the building. See, do I have any extra stairs? No. But you could take this guy as a reference piece. Seems like we already covered that. And go up, because it mounts on the bottom too. So if I put that right there, see how that goes up? Well, you put another one on there. Then you take a bunch of these parts. I use the small ones as my catwalk, so these are the exact same thing. So you can mount that, and see, you can go all the way around until it goes underneath that door. You can see I need to come up another level. But then you can get a walkway coming outside that door. Does that make sense? You need a whole bunch of these. Work your way around to underneath that door, and now you can come outside that door. It's kind of weird that you can't mount right on there, and I haven't really found a way. And let's see, can we... And another trick is you should be able to yank these off. See how that yanks off, but the stairs stay there? Now that can be handy is if you need to do something like these, and you want to work your way all the way over there. You can take everything else off, and these will stay. So yeah, you can actually just sit here with a few pieces probably and do this. And this is the only way I've figured out how to do it without an airlock. But you see what I'm doing here? Let's see, can I... Not that way. So and it doesn't, doesn't really have to have a purpose. So I'll sit here and do this all the way over to the door. I might as well do it. And this is kind of a long video here to show how to do this. Then you can yank all these off. And hell, now you don't even need those stairs, so I'll just keep going this way. And this is how I used to make my upstairs floors with these. I would trick it into going over there. Just like this. But now that we figured out how to use the interior panels with the L panels and all that, So that's how you can get a balcony outside that door. And let me just grab this one. You notice how they didn't center. It's just however you start. But they do have the smaller walkway panels. Wow, this is going to be a longer video than I thought. But you see what I did there? Then you can take these floaters, because they're still mounted, or assembled I should say. Then you can work your way down to the ground. Or up to the roof, whatever. There we go. See how I did that? So you don't have to, you can just use the parts you need to work your way over. You don't need those everywhere. So let's see, let me get up in there again. Can I climb? Let's try that again. Or is there a part in my way? Yeah, there's a part in my way. Yeah, I can't. I don't think you can just jump. Grab on, you cripple. Go, come on. There it is. Oh my god, I did it. Sweet. Alright, so you have the internal airlock piece right here. Now I'm assuming this is the part that has the force field holding the air in. And let's see, this guy we'll just put next to it to get it out of the way. So you can see how that works. And then I don't have another floor panel there, but I think I can still snap this internal stairs, upper internal airlock stairs on. It should have a mount point right there. No? Maybe I do need the floor. Wait a minute, where's that piece? Wait, how come that ain't mounted? Oh, did I forget my... Okay, let's grab this right there. There it is. Alright, now you can actually use this airlock. Now, it doesn't say airtight when you're in here, but it does hold the air in at this time. So you can go right out on your balcony, start up the barbecue, you know, bust open the keg. So, you know, I tried to cover everything real quick, but you can rewind it and play it back. But this is the basics, and I didn't know exactly. I mean, obviously, what I do is change out these pieces right here. Can I pull that out without exploding? Because sometimes you get explosions. There we go. A piece will jam inside of another piece, and then it'll rip out half your building. But, you know, hey, it's still early access. Things will happen. Let's see if I can trick this into jamming under there. Jam it. Anybody who watched me play, they know I just jammed the pieces. Okay, there you go. Does that make sense, everybody? Hopefully that helps a little bit. And then these guys, I should probably cover some more of that. Let me look. Let's grab these guys, because if you're going to do a second floor, and I think I've covered it in a couple other videos, and this is almost an hour long, jeez. Put these up here. And I need an extra couple of floor panels, I believe. So let's slap... Do I? Yeah, probably. I need another staircase. I'll cover the upstairs. I think I've already covered it upstairs, but... in the face. In the face. So you can't hurt yourself trying to jump on shit. Evidently. Let's get back a little further. And then run, you bastard. Jump! There it is. Grab it. Nah. I guess I just got lucky the first time. Anyway, there's some basic stuff. If you look back through my videos, look for one titled Second Floor. And it'll show you how to put the wall panels together to get to a second floor. But there's some basics. I just kind of wanted to cover that. And you can play this a few times if you can tolerate me. Or pause and identify the pieces. But, yeah. I might elaborate a little bit later. But you guys have a good one.